Welcome guys. So we are going to look at question 6 of mathematics, paper 2 for the year 2022 for the GCE. So this question is coming from the topic of probability. So the question reads, a bag should be contains 9 identical cards. So this 9 represents the total number of these identical cards, then four of which are kuandika K. So don't worry about the word kuandika, just focus on the initial K. 3 landa L cards and the rest are bulela cards. 2 cards are selected at random from the bag, one after the other, and not replaced. Roman number 1, draw a tree diagram to show all the possible outcomes. So we need first to find the number of the bulela since we don't have. Now remember, we are told the total number is 9. So this is 9. Then let's make a simple equation to solve for that. So bulela, which is B, we don't have. So we are told bulela plus kuandika K plus lambda L is equal to 9. Bulela we don't have, plus then what is our K? So K is 4. So K is 4 plus lambda is 3 is equal to 9. If we add the two numbers, we get 7. Then if we shift 7 to the right side, we can see that we have bulela is equal to 2. So we have the required numbers. Then after that is done, we are going now to make our tree diagram. Now from the information, we can see that our tree diagram will have 3 branches. So let's see how we are going to come up with these branches. So the number of branches depends on the number of outcomes. So we have K for kuandika, that's an outcome, lambda for L, then we also have the rest, which is bulela, our B. So I'm going to call this one as my first selection. So under the first selection, you don't have to you don't have to do any subtraction. So for bulela, we'll begin with kuandika. So kuandika is 4. So you just have to say 4 divided by the total, which is 9. Then for lambda is 3 divided by 9. Then for bulela, it's 2 divided by 9. So for the first part, it's just the total, what you are given, the specified number of that over the total. Now, what of the second selection? So since we are told not replace, we need to do some subtraction. So this is now our second selection. So this should be our K, then L, B, K, L, B. We have K, L, B. Right, so now what are we supposed to do? So what we are going to do is, I'm going to make fractions. Now to simplify, what you need to know is the denominator of every fraction that I'm going to write here must be less than this total 9. So it should be 8. So the denominator must be less than by 1. So now what are we going to do? So this 4, the first one, you subtract 1 from 4. So this becomes 3 over 8. Then this 3 will not change. You just have to say 3 over 8. It's a coincidence that we have 3 here. It's not that always you're going to have the same number, no. So what we have done is we've subtracted 1 from the 4, then we are maintaining these two numbers for the first branch. So this will be 2 over 8. So we have done the first branching. Now the second one, since we subtracted 1 from 4, we are going to assume that we subtract 1 from 3. So this becomes 2 over 8, 2 over 8. Then this should be 4 over 80. So since we assumed that the one picked was lambda, then we assumed the Kwanjika and Bulela remained the same. So that's a pattern. Then for the other branch, the last branch, you are supposed to subtract from this. So look at the pattern. For this part here, we subtracted from 4. Then for this part, we subtracted from 3. Then for the last part, this one, you subtract from 2. So this becomes 1 over 8. Then for lambda, it's 3 over 8. For Kwanjika is 4 over 8. So the first question, the question of finding the tree diagram, we've done our tree diagram. Now, let me show the possible outcomes. So the possible outcomes, this one is KK. So here we are going to have K times K. Then for this one is KL. Then for this one will be KB. Then this one will be LK. This one will be LL. This one will be LB. This one will be BK. This one will be BL. So I'm sure you've now seen the pattern. So this is what we call the possible outcomes. BL. Then the last one will be BB. So it's very important you show the possible outcomes because you may need it when to answer the next question. Right, so we move on to question Roman number 2. What is the probability that both cards selected are of the same type? So I forgot to put the word same type. So since we want the same type, from the possible outcomes, I'm going to choose where I have same letters. So KK is same type, LL is same type, BB is same type. So that is the concept. So I'm going to say probability of same type is equal to K times K plus L times L plus B times B. So the first K is this one, 4 over 9 times the second K is this one, 3 over 8. Plus we move on to the first L is 3 over 9. The second L is 2 over 8. So the pattern is if this 3 over 9 times less of this, as long as they are same letters, what is the number less than 3 by 1? It's 2 over 8. Plus then for B it will be 2 over 9 times 1 over 8. So we can now multiply. 4 times 3 is 12 over 9 times 8, I'm getting 72, plus 3 times 2 is 6 over 72 plus 2 over 72. No need of finding the lowest common denominator. So we can just say 12 plus 6 is 18 plus 2, that is 20. We can reduce 2 into 20 is 10. 2 into 72 will give us 36. 2 into 10 is 5. 2 into 36 will give us 18. So this is now our final answer. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.